Hello, Deb.
Hello, Jan.
All right.
I am.
Right.
Thank you.
I just going to ask you a few questions about the Stockwood STAR project.
Yeah.
How did you find out about the about being involved in setting up the STAR group?
I saw your advert on the neighbourhood group that I belong to, and you were looking for people in the local area, and I thought, I would quite like to do that. Now I'm retired and I've got more time on my hands, and I thought, yeah, I think I could give something back to that because I've been bereaved myself, so I was really interested in finding out how it was all going to work, really. Yeah.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
I think that was back in April of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's when it was, roughly March, April.
Yeah.
We met up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you expect to the group to be before you actually came along to find it?
I wasn't sure because I knew it was a completely new thing, and I just really wasn't sure how it was going to be. But once I met you and we started talking and you were telling me what you were looking to happen, and I thought, yeah, this would be really good to get it going and get it off the ground, I know it took us a few months to actually go live, but it's something that won't happen overnight. I feel that it takes a while to get it off the ground. Finding the right people, I think, that is going to be good for the group. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Okay. So what's been in your involvement in this since you first came along?
Well, I'm what they call a facilitator. I mean, I'm happy to welcome people to the group, and even I've had a couple of people phone me up inquiring about it, and I explain everything. So I'm quite happy to talk at the groups. It doesn't bother me really that I do, and share my experiences, I think, with what happened to me and how 18 years ago, there was nothing out there really like this. It was only crews, and there's such a long waiting list for something like that I think we're such an informal and friendly group. I think we bring a lot to people that are grieving, and everybody grieves in different ways. So I just thought I could help by basically listening to people and letting them talk if they want to, and then sharing our own experiences. And basically there's no right or wrong way to grieve, letting them know that there is light at the end of the tunnel eventually, really.
Yeah. Okay. So how have you found it so far then, your involvement in this? How have you found it?
Really good. I'm enjoying it, really am. Yeah, I think we've got a nice team now. We've got quite a few now that come along to help. Really good people putting a lot of input into the group as well. And we've got 2 or 3 ladies that come along regularly, and we've made a difference, I think, to their lives. And I can see it getting bigger and bigger, hopefully, So I think I really think it's going to be really good.
Yeah. How much time do you feel that you give to this project?
Well, we meet the first and third Tuesday of the month for 2 hours. We also have team meetings with yourself, which I think is important to discuss certain aspects of what we feel is right or wrong. And I'm quite happy to give, quite a few hours to it, really, because I think hopefully maybe eventually we might be able to do a daytime meeting as well, because obviously sometimes in the winter not everybody wants to come out in the dark, whereas we do 6 till 8 on the Tuesdays. But it'd be nice maybe to have an afternoon meeting if we can, if we get more people along. And we're advertised in our local doctors, and I believe the chemist, and a lot of it again is word of mouth. I think I've found a couple of people through word of mouth, which is good as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Okay. And you also are one of the main points of contact as well with the
Yes, I
project,
am. Yeah, that's true. I forgot to say that. My name and number is on the back of the form along with yourself, which is fine. I've had a couple of phone calls. I did have one from a gentleman with his daughter. He lost his wife, I think, a year ago. But unfortunately, I think his daughter suffers with Asperger's, so she gets very nervous at coming out. But I've got his number. I can still keep it if he'd like to come along at some point when he's ready. Another lady contacted me this week or last week. We've met up with her, and she seems really happy to come along at the next meeting on Tuesday. Yeah.
Lovely. So what do you get from being involved in this?
I feel that I can give my experiences back to people, and it's quite rewarding because I feel I got a lot of empathy with people as well. I do empathise over people's situations, and I really do feel that if you're that type of person, which I think you do have to be, to do this. You've got to have empathy. Then I think the warmth that we give off radiates like onto them, and they respond. A person will respond. I think it's very important to smile as well, because people always respond to a smile, don't they? And yeah, I just feel that I can give hopefully quite a lot of advice and let them see that, you know, life does go on after grief, really, after somebody's died, you know. Yeah.
How would you describe the sessions then? Each session that when we meet.
Well, each one is different. Very, very relaxed. Really, we don't actually have a plan as such. Excuse me. We meet up and we greet them, and they come and sit down and have a chat. And we've got a cushion with a star on it. And what we say to everybody: you don't have to talk if you don't wish to talk. There's nobody's going to make you say anything. If you're more comfortable just listening, just listen. And we all hold our cushion, and then if we want to talk, we do. If we don't, we just pass it on to the next person. And I think that works really well, because it's a bit of a comfort thing as well, holding on to something. You feel probably a bit more comfortable and relaxed. And at the sessions we've had so far, I don't think we've had a problem with anybody talking, to be honest with you. It's probably quite difficult to stop them talking, because once they start, they seem to quite like, they relax with us, you know. And I feel that we are good listeners, which you've got to be. As the star says, was it sharing, talking and remembering, you know. And I think, you know, you've got to listen to people, and then just let them, you know, they want to talk, we let them talk, and then we move on to the next one. We stop for a cup of coffee and tea and cakes at 7, which everybody likes. One of our ladies brought some homemade bread and butter pudding, which was nice, so she felt comfortable to do that, you know. So yeah, we're getting a nice little friendship, I think, and trust, really. They trust us, you know, which is good.
Really important.
Yeah.
It's lovely. So what would you say to anybody else wanting to set up a STAR bereavement support group?
Well, I think you've got to get, as I say, the right people to be involved. Certainly people who are got empathy with others. There's got to be that type of person. It won't happen overnight. It takes time to find the right people. Basically do what you did, advertise, see what response you get, and then just keep having meetings and meeting up and seeing, and then gradually I think hopefully they'll start up another group in a different part of Bristol, you know, because I think there's a great demand for this, to be honest with you. I just think it's fantastic for people that have been bereaved. I know I would have welcomed it all those years ago when I lost my husband, and there wasn't anything like this out there anymore, you know, like there is now. So I think it will take time. You can't rush it. I think they've got to understand that, and it's getting the right people who are happy to commit as well, their time and their experiences.
Yeah. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you.